Students, in this lecture we have to see applications of Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. As you know, this Gibbs-Helmholtz equation explain about the relationship between change in the Gibbs free energy and enthalpy of system, and this Gibbs-Helmholtz equation is delta G equals to delta H plus T into d dt of delta G at constant pressure, or in terms of Helmholtz free energy, this Gibbs-Helmholtz equation is delta A is equals to delta E plus T into d dt of delta A at constant volume. These are nothing but Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. Now, the applications of Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. See, the first application, this Gibbs-Helmholtz equation is useful to determine EMF of reversible cell. EMF of reversible cell. Now, for this, we must know the relationship between quantity of electricity pass through the reversible cell and the relation and the and the Gibbs free energy change of that reversible cell. Now, if suppose the NF is the amount of electricity passed through that reversible cell, where N is the number of electron transferred through the cell and F is Faraday's constant. That's why NF is the quantity of electricity passed through that reversible cell. And if suppose delta G minus delta G is the decrease in the Gibbs free energy change, then there is a relationship between these two, and that relation is minus delta G is equals to NFE, where this E is called as EMF of that cell. Are you getting clear? Now, what is the relationship between the EMF of reversible cell and the Gibbs free energy? It will be minus delta G is equals to NFE, where E is the EMF of cell, F is Faraday's constant. No doubt N into F is the quantity of electricity passed, because N are nothing but number of electron transferred. Now, since this delta G is equals to minus NFE, put this value of delta G in Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. That's why equation becomes minus NFE. Okay, that is equals to delta H plus T into d dt of delta G, means against minus NFE at constant pressure. Now, further solve it. Divide throughout by minus NFE. Divide throughout by minus NF. Then minus NFE divided by minus NF, it will be E. That is equals to minus delta H upon NF. Here this minus NF get cancelled, this minus NF, that's why P into d dt of E at constant pressure. Okay, now further it will be E equals to minus delta H upon NF plus T into dE upon dt at constant pressure. Okay, in this way this E, that is EMF of a reversible cell, can be determined by using Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. Because why it is so? Because you know, in order to determine the EMF of cell of reversible cell, you must know the relationship between the decrease in the Gibbs free energy and the quantity of current pass. How it is related? Delta G equals to minus NFE or minus delta G equals to NFE. Same thing. Okay. Now from this relation, put only instead of delta G this value, then it will be gives E equals to so much, and from this EMF of cell can be determined. This is the first application. Now see second application. Second application of this Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. Now in this second application of Gibbs-Helmholtz equation is to determine entropy change of system, or one can say if you know the standard potential of an electrode at two different temperatures of reversible cell, then it can be able, or it can give us a suitable value of entropy change. Means if the standard potential of an electrode is known at two or more temperature of the reversible cell ion, then the entropy of the reversible ion can be determined. Okay, what is the second application? If, or to determine the entropy of reversible cell ion can be determined by using Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. Now if in the first application if you know the EMF of cell, then there is a relationship between the EMF of cell and its standard potential by the relation E equals to E0 plus 0.0591 upon F into log to the base 10 concentration of product upon concentration of reactant. Now from this Nernst equation you are able to find out this standard electrode potential. If this standard electrode potential at two or more than two different temperatures are known, then you know the relationship delta G is equals to minus delta S into delta T. Okay, means d dt of delta G is equals to minus delta S. Means at two different temperature, if you know the potential, then you are able to find out this value of entropy change for a reversible cell. This is second application. Now the third application of Gibbs-Helmholtz equation is useful to determine entropy change, that is delta S, enthalpy change, to determine enthalpy of a reaction. Okay, because this is the Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, delta G equals to delta H plus T into d dt of delta G at constant pressure. Okay, as you know, Gibbs free energy delta G, and at a particular temperature at a constant pressure. Okay, and means all these things. Okay, this and this, you are able to find out the enthalpy of that particular reaction. In this way, these three are the Gibbs-Helmholtz equations application. आर यू गेटिंग क्लियर? समझ में आया? गिब्स-हेल्महोल्ट्ज इक्वेशन ये है, ओके। इसके 3 एप्लीकेशन है। पहला एप्लीकेशन अपन ने डिटेल में देखा, कौन सा? गिब्स-हेल्महोल्ट्ज इक्वेशन इज यूजफुल टू डिटरमाइन द ईएमएफ ऑफ रिवर्सिबल सेल। व्हाई? बिकॉज यू नो ईएमएफ ऑफ सेल is related to the Gibbs free energy. How it is? Minus delta G equals to NFE. Put this value in this equation, you will get a final equation E equals to minus delta H upon NF plus T into d dt of E at constant pressure. Okay, in this way this can be determined. Second application, Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. If you know the standard potential at 2 or more different temperature, then you are able to find out the entropy change. Okay, why? Because you know E, okay, you are able to determine E0 at different temperatures. Okay, if you know this, then you know the relationship, that is d dt of delta G is equals to minus delta S. Okay, now from this you are able to find out the entropy change. Okay, this is the second application. And last application, this third application is that in order to determine the enthalpy of system or entropy change, because you know from this equation delta G is equals to, delta H is equals to delta G minus T into d dt of delta G at constant pressure. Means as you know all these terms, then you are able to find out delta H. These are the important applications of Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. From this application we are able to solve some problems. Means in the last application you know how to find out delta H, because delta H is equals to delta G minus, because you know G equals to H minus Ts. Okay, that's why here delta H is equals to delta G plus T into d dt of delta G at constant pressure. Means if you know this delta G and T, you are able to find out delta H. This is very important as far as the numericals are concerned. Or you may use the second application, delta G is equals to NFE. Put this value in the Gibbs-Helmholtz equation and find out the EMF, electromotive force of the reversible cell. Okay, in this way these are the applications of Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. Okay.